Okay, so we got the legal pages excluded from our menu, so we got that cleaned up. Now, if you want to take a look at what your legal pages are going to look like, they are down at the bottom, clearly displayed, which makes Amazon happy. So now we need to start talking about or thinking about what kind of categories are we going to build this particular store around, okay? So, and really, since we're going to go through all different kinds of baby products, there's going to be quite a few categories that we're going to use. So what we need to do is we're going to install a plugin that will let us build or create a bulk category. So we're going to go to plugins and add new. And what we're going to do is do a search for category import. Okay, category import. And here we go, and we're just going to install that. Click OK, and we will activate. Now we need to start taking a look at Amazon and see what we have to work with. Now, while you can add products using Associate Press through keywords, I myself like to either use a browse node or direct ASINs from Amazon. That way we can control what we have going on our site. So for this instance, let's go ahead and take a look at browse nodes, and I use a site called Find Browse Nodes. Okay, so here we are. Now what we need to do is go and find the baby category. So here is our baby category. Now, since this particular site is going to be only about baby products, we don't need to create a top-level category called baby. So let's go ahead and click here and go inside this particular category. And then you can see all of these subcategories. Now, since we're going through all of the products, so we're going to be using all of these categories here and then probably using their subcategories. So let's start adding categories to our site. Now, one thing we could do here is just try to copy all this information to our clipboard and go back to our site, and under post you'll see category import. Okay, and we can paste that here or paste it on a notepad, but you can see we're going to have to go through here and delete these browse nodes because we don't need the browse nodes right now. Or you can paste this on a notepad. Okay, so these are going to be our top level categories. Now, one thing I recommend is going and taking the ampersand out and just put in and. Okay, so we have our, whoops, one more. And 2 and 3 more. Okay, so we have our top level categories. So we can do a preview and it will show you our top level. Okay, now we can go ahead and add these if we want, or we can go back to our browse nodes and start looking at what our subcategories are. So let's go into our first category here, and you can see that all of these different subcategories. Now, each one of these may have their own subcategories. It's up to you how far you want to drill down. But since there's a lot of subcategories here, I'm probably just going to go to this level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these and copy this to a notepad. Now we have to do the same thing. We don't need the browse nodes just yet. Now, since these are going to be our subcategories, we're going to go ahead and make all edits on the notepad. Just a tip, when you're wanting to, we're going to be changing this from the ampersand sign to just and. A quick way to do that is click Control H on your keyboard, and we're going to paste in ampersand, and we're going to replace with AND. Okay, so we're going to click Replace All, and that will fix that for us. Now we have these are going to be our second level or subcategories. Now I'm going to show you how to add these in bulk. So here we are back on our category import. So we're looking at this top level category. So what I'm going to do is put a /, and now I'm going to take my subcategories for this category and paste them in here. Okay, here's our subcategories. We're going to copy that. Okay, and what we're going to do is go down one and paste those in. Now what we need to do now is click on preview just to make sure that that worked. And you can see it may not have worked. So let's go ahead and change that real quick. So what we'll do is go ahead and add our top level categories here. So we're going to click add categories. Okay, so we have our top level categories. Now let's go back to find browse nodes, and here is our first top level category. So we're going to come back to category import, paste that here. We're going to put that and then put our slash and then paste, we need to paste in our subcategories. Now that should put those in our subcategories. For some reason it's still not. But what we're going to do is go ahead and add these. Now I remember exactly what I'm doing wrong. That has to go just like that. So you have to essentially copy this part. Okay, so you have to put your main category each time. So we're going to take this part, copy that to our clipboard, and paste that in front of each category. So this is what that'll look like. Top level category, secondary category. Now if we preview that, you'll see here, and if we click the plus sign, it goes all down. So that's how it's supposed to look. So let's go ahead and add those. Now we would normally do that for each top level category. And our top level categories being these categories here. But let's go ahead and start working with our first top level category and subcategories. So our top level category, baby and toddler toys, we're going to take this browse node and take it over to our site. Now before we do that, let's go ahead and set up our plugin. So we're going to go to AWS AFS settings. So since this is a client site, I'm just taking the information from the other site. Now a lot of times I'm seeing people are not putting in the associate program settings here, the associate tag. If you don't put that in, the plugin doesn't work. So you have to put that in and click Save Changes. Let's go ahead and set up our general settings for this. We want to change our template back to default. Check both boxes here. SEO, we're going to integrate with all-in-one SEO. Okay, we're going to, on customer reviews, we're going to check both boxes. Post tags, when auto create tags. Our product descriptions, we're going to check the middle box here. Post excerpts, we're going to check the second box. Buttons, I'm going to add a, we're not going to use the shopping cart. We're going to use, I like using the more information button, and click Save to change, or Save Changes. Okay, so let's go ahead and start adding products. We're going to go to Associate Press and Add to Queue. Let's take care of our top level category for this, okay? And so we're going to grab this particular browse node and come back here, and we're going to add these to the queue. So I'm going to put the browse node here. Now we have to choose the top level category, which is baby in Amazon. Okay, and we're going to click Get Products. Now obviously using browse nodes, what that's going to do is ensure that only products come out of the correct category. The downside is you're still not able to control pricing. Now we do have filtering options, but really the only way to filter is using ASINs. So here is our results, using the browse node. So you're going to have all kinds of different products. So we can add these to the queue if we like. And let's just say we will add 20. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and use ASIN. So I'm going to go to Amazon. In Amazon, I'm going to go to the baby category. And remember, this is going to be for the top level category of baby and toddler toys. So we need to choose the correct category here in Amazon. So I'm going to choose baby toys. And here we are, baby and toddler toys. Now we need to start filtering a little bit more. And one thing I'm going to filter by is price. You might as well sell some high price products and good customer review products. So I'm going to go to 4 stars and up. And we're going to filter by price also. And we're going to see if there's anything 200 above. I don't know if there is. There is. Okay, so you can see this is probably not supposed to be here. But anyway, we have other toys that are 200 and above. What I'm going to do is go down and filter for anything from 100 to, let's put in 900. Okay. Okay, so I'm happy with this. And what I'm going to do is use my ASIN collector. Okay, this is on the Associate Press member or training page also. And I'm going to comma select all the ASINs. Copy that to my clipboard. Come back over here, paste those in, and click Add ASINs. Now you're going to get some that are not found. Okay, they may not be in the Amazon API for one reason or another. They may not be any more available. There's no telling, but you're going to have some that are not found. Okay, so we got those added. Let's go ahead and put in a few more. So I'm going to click clear here, and I'm going to go down to the bottom here and go to the next page. When the next page comes up, I'm going to click collect. I'm going to go down and get a couple more pages. Okay, when this comes back up, we're going to click collect again, and it just keeps adding them to our little queue here. So let's get one more page. And collect, and we'll go ahead and comma select, copy those to our clipboard. Come back, and we need to take all these out. So I'm going to right click and click select all, delete those, and paste the new ones in and click add ASINs. Okay, so we got 95 products in the queue. Let's go ahead and get these posted to the site. So let's go to post products, and let's choose the category. Here's our category. And we're going to go down. We're not going to create the manufacturer brand category, although we could, but we're going to not do that right now. Let's go ahead and put in our video code, and we're going to click third-party plugins. We're going to do it after the post, and we're going to go ahead and click to post products. Okay, so finally we got the products posted. So let's go and just refresh our site here. And obviously we don't want uncategorized in our menu, so we need to get that out of there. But here's our site. We need to clean up the sidebar and a few other things. So, well, let's go ahead. Let's get rid of the uncategorized categories. So under settings, we're going to go to writing. And our default post category, let's just make it baby and toddler toys. And we're going to click Save Changes. Now we're going to go to categories. And we're just going to check this box and delete the uncategorized category. Now for right now, we're going to turn our sliders off, and then we'll deal with those later. Let's go ahead and clean up the sidebar just a little bit. We want to take all these out. So we're going to delete that. We're going to take archives out, recent comments, recent posts. We don't need that, so we'll close it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pull in Associate Press categories. We'll call it popular products. We'll say 5. So you can see what that looks like. Let's refresh. Now the theme automatically puts in a certain popular products here, and it does count this, so it knows. We'll probably, since we have categories down here, we'll probably take these out of the sidebar and change the name of this. So we'll change it to best selling or something like that. I'm going to go ahead and take categories out of the sidebar. Okay, so in the footer sidebar, let's go ahead and just bring our pages over here. We can, if you want to take a look, you can see we have this image, we have this image, we have pages in beneath or in between. So we can probably put one more within the footer. Normally you want to have your categories and pages within the footer, but since this theme already does it for you, let's just bring a tag cloud in and see how it works. Okay, so not bad. I mean, we can change that later. We have all of our categories here. Okay. We need to add 2 more products to our home page. Okay. I'm going to take the search out of the sidebar because we already have one. We don't need that. Now I'm going to add Associate Press similar products. This will only show, we're only going to show this on a single page. Okay. So we're going to call this similar. And we'll show maybe 3, click Save. And we'll bring over Associate Press accessories, do the same thing, only on single page. We'll do 3. We'll call it accessories and click Save. So let's go ahead and turn off our slider for just for the moment. So we're going to go to Template 6 We're going to go into General Settings. We're going to turn this off for the time being. And we'll go to Advertisement, and we're going to, well, let's just go ahead and take a look. We may go ahead and leave these secondary slides. And I forgot to save this, so we need to save it. Okay, so we have the slider turned off for the moment. I don't know what happened to our header up here. We'll deal with that later. Okay, so here we go. Popular products, best-selling products, all of our categories, and our footer. So let's go ahead and add 2 more products to our home page by going to Settings and Reading. Let's change this to 4. Click Save. Now, one thing you got to watch out for is when you're adding products by ASIN, Amazon will sneak in Kindle stuff. So you may have to go in and delete any Kindle stuff. So let's just go ahead and do that. We'll go to All Posts, and we'll just do a search for Kindle. Okay, I'm just going to check this to check any post that has anything to do with Kindle. We'll take them out. I'm not even going to go down and look all of them. I'm just going to go ahead and bulk action move the trash. And then we'll go into the trash and empty the trash. Let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of products here. Let's just choose this one. Okay, so here's our product. Okay, good there. We got our reviews. We got our video. Okay, so we're looking good there. We also have some related products at the bottom. Okay, so we're good. All right, let's go ahead and change to orange because I think the blue header has been deleted. Okay, so there's orange and green. And also I'll show you how to change the header. I've done a video on that before also. Now at this point, we probably need to go ahead and add the rest of our categories and add the rest of our products. What I'm going to do is go ahead and let's go ahead and just create a blog page. Okay, so there's nothing, you can do that on this particular store theme. So if you wanted to create a new page and call it a blog and just use that page as for article content, you can. And so you can do that. Okay, so we'll pick up in the next video where we left off.